And if you truly were an atheist who didn't believe in God or even hated God, why would you make everything you talk about centered around religion and God? Maybe I just don't get it.
These type of questions to me are intellectually dishonest. The reason why I say that is because this question has been asked and answered dozens, hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of times. Now, some people will say just because it's been asked and answered all that time doesn't mean that he's actually heard or asked that question. And I kind of don't believe that because he has a huge profile and talks about dozens of different subjects and has a lot of followers. I don't think he's never ran across this question and never ran across the answer. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's never asked and never heard an answer. So why do atheists talk about religion? And the answer to that is basically look at what happened in Louisiana. For a few decades in this country, there's been a concentrated effort to slowly move us into a theocracy. And they're not even hiding it at this point. They're brazenly saying that they want this to be a Christian country. So that's a big reason why, but it is actually only half the reason. The other half is because of the negative effects that religion actually has. I would say for the slight majority of religious people out there, their religion is not just some innocuous opinion they have on the origins of the universe. It's a complete lifestyle. It determines how they vote, how they date, how they think, how they treat people. And you know what? Some of that is all good and well. Until you have parents kicking out their teenage child because they're LGBTQ. All that is fine until you start getting people who deny science. Believing what you want is fine until you start saying that the people who don't believe the same way as you do are immoral, are lost, are degenerate, etc., etc. And we haven't heard this from a few people online. We've heard this from pastors, we've heard this from our family, we've heard this from our friends. So if you're sincerely asking why do atheists talk about religion or talk about God or everything like that, there's your answer. Because religion does have some negative effects. It has some effects on our politics, on our society, makes us vulnerable and makes us extremely gullible. This is a commentary on our community. What's the easiest way to scam black people? Say you're from the community and say you're doing it for Jesus. The moment you claim to be doing something for Jesus, black folks will open their pockets to you. It's not the fault of Christianity in of itself, but you can't deny that it does make scamming people a lot easier. And tons of people have been scammed. Prosperity gospel exists for a reason. Now again, this guy does have a huge following, so I'm not sure if he's ever gonna see this video. But if he's sincerely asking, why do atheists talk about religion? Those are the reasons. It has a negative effect on our politics, it has a negative effect on our society, it has a negative effect on how people treat each other. It definitely has a negative effect on critical thinking. I'll close out this video with one last statement. If religion didn't exist, good people and bad people would still do good things and will still do bad things. And most times, it takes religion for otherwise good people to do and support awful things. And that's why we talk about it.